Alright. So Clover is stuck in here. Okay. Looks like a control for some kind of electric lock. The red light is on. It's gotta be locked. There's a green light just below it. Although that one isn't lit. Bet it'll turn on if we can unlock it, right? Yes, but... Excuse me. How are we gonna unlock it? There's no keyhole, no card reader, no keyboard for putting in the password. Huh. I have no idea. Control for electronic door lock. There's a red light on the display. That means it's locked. If we can get that light to turn green, maybe we can get Clover back. Okay. Hi. These lockers are a little larger than the ones on top. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. And no, nothing. Hi. There's something in here. There we go. Ethanol! I wonder if this is for antisepsis. Oh, it says anhydrous ethanol. Anhydrous? Is that different from the regular ethanol? Come on, it's common knowledge. Anhydrous ethanol is a powerful cleaner, even though it's left by a permanent marker. Okay, so we have a cleaning solution. Whole bunch of steel lockers. The 9 on the right all have little red lights on them. Red lights, huh? Just a second. Lock tight, all 9 of them. I wonder if there's anything important. Probably. This is a computer. Power is Let's power button. It's a waste of time. What? I don't see a power cable. Yeah, you're right. No power cable. This isn't even connected to a main computer, though. It's got a monitor, keyboard, mouse. That's it. Just sticking the power cable in isn't going to do anything. Oh, I don't know about that. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I can't. Nothing over in the middle. This is a keyhole. This looks like a keyhole for the activation key. The old type of keyboard. I think this thing's supposed to power that machine in the other room. Well, it doesn't appear to be doing it. I wonder how we're supposed to turn it on? There's a lot of stuff here. I don't know how we could use any of these. Huh. Well, I can say for sure that I do know how to use one of these things. Which one? The one on top. I think it's a power cable. Power cable, huh? Take that. Alright, so we've got a 3-prong plug power cable. Stand for various pieces of equipment. Some of them might be useful. We don't know right now. Junpei, do something, please! Okay, not a damn. Is this like an examination table? There's a creepy mannequin in here, guys. I don't know what kind of table this is, but part of it's all black. There's a pen lying over here. I think probably someone used it to make the table black. They only used the pen on one part of it. There's probably something underneath all that pen. Clover, do you think you can erase it? Yeah, sure. Oh, this is permanent marker. Okay, do you know how to erase ink from a permanent marker? Erase ink from a permanent marker, huh? In just a minute, Clover. I'll be right back. Here you go. Oh, there we go. Clover, use this ethanol. You should be able to wipe off that permanent ink with it. What am I gonna wipe with? Your clothes, of course. Just kidding, just kidding. Please don't look at me like that. You're scaring me. Okay, is there a cloth around here, maybe? Hey, what's these? Not a damn thing. They're cardboard boxes. There's some papers and stuff in them. What's in the boxes? They look quite full. As far as I can tell, it's a bunch of notes about some kind of experiment. It's all really technical and stuff. I don't really get it. Alright. What are these? It's a rack. There are a bunch of cables on it. Somebody cut the outer stuff off the cables. I can see the wires inside. think this thing is a monitor for whatever experiment they were running here. There's a bunch of stuff on here, like resistance value and voltage. The power's off, so nothing's on it right now. I wonder what this is. This thing here looks like a voltmeter. Is this the control for that? There's so many dials. Why don't you try turning one of them? Nope, nothing. There's no power here, guys. I turned the dial a whole bunch, but even if I turn all the switches on, nothing happens. I wonder what they washed here. These weird colored stains all over the sink. Clover, can you use the cloth on the table? Use... huh? Soak it in ethanol and use it to wash off all the stuff from the permanent marker, okay? Right, okay. So I gotta soak the cloth with ethanol. She's got the cloth, but she seems to be having a little trouble with the bottle of ethanol. She's ready, I should ask her to get to work on that stuff on the table. Soak the cloth in ethanol, and... Junpei! It's working! It's wiping the permanent ink off! Huh? There's some kind of weird drawing under all the permanent ink. What's the deal with the drawing Clover found? I should ask her to take another look at the table. I wonder what this is. There are a bunch of numbers in some kind of grid. I can't see it from here. Clover, you got a pen and notebook, right? Did you write those numbers down and then hand them to me through the bars? Okay. Roger. Alright. Bars. Here, Junpei. I wrote down all the numbers from the desk on here. There were numbers on it acquired. New material has been added to the file screen. File screen? Clover's note. The note Clover copied from the stand in the library. It has 4 numbers written in 9 separate cells. So that looks like a Sudoku puzzle. Power cable? Oh, what if I put the power cable over here? The other end needs to plug in under the desk. Shoot, I can't use this. What's wrong? This cable has 3 prongs, but the socket only has 2 holes. It's not gonna fit, is what I'm saying. Otherwise, we're gonna need a plug to change the power cable in with 2 prongs. That's right. Okay. Is there anything that is forgotten inside the main experiment room? Got scribblings from the table already. There's something sticking out of the mannequin's head, like wires or something. What the hell were they doing in there? Huh? Is she all quiet now? They're doing experiments on humans. Probably. Oh man, now she looks sad. Huh? The rack, there are some cables on top with copper wire exposed. Is there anything unusual on the machine? Well, I don't know, you know? There are a bunch of cords hanging from the bottom of it. There's a lot of cords. Looks like they go all over here into the mannequin's head. So the device and the mannequin are connected. What were they doing in there? And back when this laboratory was active, that wasn't a mannequin there. I bet. Real life human on that table. No, I don't want to think about that. Hey, I see a plug. He's not gonna fucking do that. Fine. Hey, Clover, how are the power cables over there? Huh? What do you mean? Does the plug have 3 prongs or 2? I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go look. You just have to kind of crouch down to get a look under there. The cable on the monitor has, it's got 2 of those little metal things. What does that mean? That's it! Okay, can you unplug that cable and bring it over here? Okay, but... Well, I can unplug it, but it's connected to the main computer. I can't take it over to you. Damn it, that's no good then. Well, how about just the plug? What? The plug? Well, maybe more like a connector? It's the sort of thing that makes the plug with 3 metal thingies into a plug with 2 metal thingies. Still useless? Not useless. Not useless at all. just what we're looking for. Okay. Oh, yeah, you're actually kind of smiling a little bit. Can you hold on for a little bit? Back down she goes. Alright. Unplug it. I'll hand it over to you at the bars, okay? They really expect somebody to actually, like, walk in here to check the... Oh, probably, yeah. Wrong plug. Thanks. So now... Okay. Two-prong plug on the head of the power cable. Alright, so we now have ourselves a prong cable. There we go. Sorry, I went the long way there. Monitor. Pretty sure this will work. This can go. Plug this thing into the monitor. Alright, that'll do it. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Why not? Well, it's not connected to the main computer. You never know until you try. Pretty optimistic.
Oh, that worked. What? Huh? It's running on its own?
It certainly looks like it.
Isn't that kinda weird?
Actually, I think it's weird that there's a functional laboratory with a modern computer system on-site a fucking old-timey ship, but okay.
What?
Well, it's not connected to the main computer, right? There's just this keyboard and monitor. The only cable connected to this thing is the power cable we just plugged in. So, why is it working?
Maybe it's a wireless display.
A wireless display?
Again, why the hell is a wireless display on an old-timey ship?
Yes, it connects to your computer wirelessly, hence the name. Have you been living in a cave, Junpei?
Is that normal?
Yes, at least where I worked.
Oh.
Not where I've been. Yeah, not even where I've been, and I was in school like 2 years ago. They still had lines and lines and lines and lines and lines and lines and lines of cables everywhere.
Oh, it stopped.
Pass with a colon.
Looks like we need to enter a password.
Again? There must be a hint around here somewhere.
Could you go take a look?
Yeah, I'm on it. What are you going to do?
I'll see if I can do something about this on my own.
On your own?
Yep, on my own.
Lotus?
All right. Let's kick some ass.
Wait, what?
Didn't expect that, did you?
Of course I didn't! You're typing so fast, I can't even see your fingers. What kind of job do you have? What are you?
I'm unemployed at the moment. I used to work for a cybersecurity firm, but I quit.
Why?
Huh? Oh, it was just something.
Fuck you, hiding shit, Lotus.
I see. Oh, what are you doing now?
I'm going to try and brute force it.
Brute what?
A brute force attack is... Well, the short version is that I just attack the thing head on. The long version? A brute force attack is one of the simplest ways to break a cipher. It checks every possible combination until it finds the right one. For a complex cipher, it can take a very long time. I'm writing a program that would run an attack like that on its own. It's not the most elegant solution, certainly. But given the circumstances, there isn't much else I can do.
Also, that's a hell of a boob shot while she's doing this.
Oh, but back to what we were talking about earlier.
What were we talking about?
The wireless display? It's kind of strange if you think about it, isn't it? How do I put it?
Where the fuck is it on the ship?
Well, let's say you write a program that calculates an addition problem for you, all right? So you enter 1 + 1. The screen will show you 2. See? Isn't that strange?
No, not really.
Oh, come on now. Of course a caveman like you would think it was strange. You said so just a minute ago. You're just not getting it, are you?
No.
Who calculated 1 + 1?
The main computer, right? You said it connected to the monitor wirelessly.
Yeah, but someone who grew up in a cave wouldn't know that, right? They'd probably think that this thing here, the monitor, is doing the calculating. And once they've decided that, they'll start examining this monitor. They might poke the screen or something. Ah, I see the color changes when I press it here. Then they might investigate the hardware on the inside. Oh, I see. So this wire supplies the power. Eventually, they might even cut the wires. Ah, yes. Just as I expected. When this wire is cut, no results appear. Therefore, it must be this device which does the calculations.
Oh.
But the truth is that, just like you said, the computer is doing the calculating. But these cave people wouldn't know that.
Having built my own computer, yes. The more complicated shit is inside the tower. The shit that processes everything is inside the tower. And then that gets fed into the display.
Because they have no idea that the monitor and the computer are connected wirelessly.
My question is, how did somebody fit what looks to be an old-timey retro-looking system with a wireless fucking display?
So, what are you trying to say?
Nothing, really. It's just, I thought maybe. What if the relationship between human beings and our brains is like that?
You? Okay. Any root with Lotus is gonna have a weird fucking conversation at some point during the damn thing.
Huh?
Well, let's say you stick a bunch of electrodes into parts of the brain. A scientist examining the signals they send out might say, interesting. So stimulating this part of the brain causes the person to see colors. That must mean this neuron cluster controls that function. Okay, let's see what happens when I cut out this part. Ah, just what I thought. Cutting off this part causes that function to cease. Therefore, human thought processes must occur in the human brain.
As a matter of fact, there are studies done where they can give you an electromagnetic pulse and then have you do a thing and contest your cognitive ability. And then, because of the way the electromagnetic pulse works, 30 minutes to an hour later, you're fine. Now, to go with something that was in the, well, maybe difficult to hear first section of this, yes, there are a lot of things that you would have to do. You would have to get a waiver from people to actually be able to go forward with the experiment. That would have to detail exactly what you're going to do to them, including the test, the electromagnetic pulse, every single bit of it, as well as any notifications or warnings. You have to do a lot of crap before that can happen. My point being, there is actually a way that you can do that sort of thing without permanent damage to the brain. Psychology is fun.
See? Doesn't it sound the same?
uh...
Maybe the brain is just an output device, like this monitor. Maybe our thought processes actually occur somewhere else, in a main body.
Yes, no. Brain receives and processes a hell of a lot of feedback from outer systems. Actually, that's a big, huge portion of it. When you look at stuff like depression, I'm not going to go too much into it here, but basically, that is the brain receiving a feedback signal that is not being sent all the way through. And then that does not... But because that is there, it isn't able to send that out to the body to process and put more chemicals into the particular areas. So it's kind of a off-on effect. It's kind of a weird effect like that. So it feels like she's half right, but it's more of a combined system. It's more like if there was a two towers with a cable running to each tower and the monitor.
We just don't know it. We never even think about it.
By which I mean, the tower can send stuff to the other tower as well as to the monitor. Or, like what I'm doing here, actually. I have a PlayStation hooked up to a Elgato, hooked up to my tower, hooked up to a monitor, hooked up to a TV screen. I have two different outputs that are being shown, but half of that is being processed by the PlayStation, half of that is being processed by the Elgato, and half of that is being processed by the PlayStation through the Elgato that goes out to each of them. Also, the Elgato is sending something to the computer in order to be able to process it onto the computer screen. So it's very weird.
Just like those
Is that
cave
right?
people wouldn't know about wireless communications. We can't imagine that there's some unknown medium that transfers information into our brains, where we experience that information as thoughts.
Now you're going into a weirdo.
The brain is just an output device. Human thought actually occurs somewhere else. That's just crazy talk.
Maybe that's the cause of Seven's amnesia. If memory is actually stored somewhere else, in some sort of main body somewhere, maybe he hasn't forgotten anything at all.
Now you're pulling the bullshit.
He's just having a difficult time accessing his memories because the monitor, his brain, has been damaged.
Huh.
I suppose that would explain aphasia and blindsight, too.
No! No, it doesn't!
Perhaps they actually can speak or see. The monitor just isn't functioning properly.
No! No!
I guess people with prosopagnosia could be suffering from the same thing.